Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Alilopolis.
And scene.
Our Lord,
Fucking
Fucking
Craig.
Yeah, baby.
we're in trouble.
Tell us what to do.
I'm in danger.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. The campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth until myths are forgotten, and the campaign that gave it birth comes again and again. The hand of fate tosses, the dice roll, spin, turn. Hitherto, we left our adventurers known as the Shadow Seekers on the 4th level of hell. Greed. They had just convinced or coerced the pimp preacher to begin pulling dynamite out of a magazine that was cursed, and he became cursed each time he pulled a new crate out, in a total of 3 times. Once he cannot consciously cross water now, and he also only has corporeal form at night, and is also a female, as
Who is
opposed to
this?
his original. That was the pimp preacher, and
We can use that.
oh, and Franklin had the pimp preacher sign a contract not to tell anyone about the torture he'd been put through.
Yeah,
Alleged-
unfortunate
allegedly.
business. It's
Uh,
a non-disclosure thing.
and then Franklin set a swarm of dire crickets about placing the dynamite across the town, in between the grate of the floor and the insulated layer of the magma below. At the same time, Ash enlarged the main stack of dynamite to twice its size, and everyone poofed into the pocket rocket. Everyone else. And then Franklin instructs Akbar, the lead cricket of his current contingent, to run away as soon as the fireworks start. Akbar lights the fuse with only 24 of the 30 crickets that had made it out and back into the pocket rocket. And he takes off to a nook in just on the upper portions of the chamber of the Goblin Town, where he sits using, and Franklin uses his eyes to project the vision. Okay, so Franklin's looking through Akbar's eyes and uses that image to project on the wall inside of the pocket rocket. And everyone sees as across the entire town, magma billows up, swallowing the entire town whole, leaving only bits floating or debris and wreckage behind, killing thousands. And Franklin tells the goblins in the pocket rocket, it's Cai Shen's fault. And Ezra and Ash hear in their heads a bellow of rage from Cai Shen. And he mentally slaps them with it before he takes control of the goblin pimp preacher, who tells them that they have to tells the Shadow Seekers that they have to strike the anvil in the center of the chamber floating in the magma before the whole chamber fills with magma, killing them all. In a disagreement, Balthasar, Faust, new compatriot to the Shadow Seekers, Mame, and Phelan pop into existence as well during this time, to discuss with everyone how to move forward and that it is certainly a trap, Ezra decides to be the bait for the trap and jumps out of the pocket rocket with a solution of striking the anvil as one of the dire crickets moves over top of it, still at the roof of the chamber, and he drops down, hero stance style, gongs the anvil, and a large fiery magma creature, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet tall, comes bursting out of the magma as the magma stops filling the chamber, and Cai Shen laughs through the pimp preacher. Let's find out what happens this time. So yeah, you guys are inside of the pocket rocket, still watching, I'm guessing, from the dire cricket projection, exactly how to proceed. Cai Shen does finish his laughter and say, "Well, now the only way out is through that creature. Hope you have fun."
I'll be seeing you soon.
Okay, so we have to get to the anvil. Is that what he called out to us?
No, no.
Oh, I already-
To start the fight.
The anvil
I
is
already-
already rung.
That's where we
It's
are.
summoned
Yeah.
Ogrémoch.
Oh,
I already rung the bell.
So if we hit it again, does he just go away?
No.
Try hitting it again.
Okay, so
Oh,
are we
boy.
going to... So the field is lava.
The floor
There
is
are
lava.
bits
field is
of
lava.
wreckage around that isn't fully magma.
I cast water walking on all of us.
I feel our most
Does that
advantageous
count for lava?
position should be right
Yes.
here.
Yes, per my.
Does
per
it
my
really?
past-
Does it
It
keep us from burning?
actually has it in the description, which I don't think it had it before. I think they
Yeah.
updated it, but yeah,
Yeah.
we have actually treated water as lava before
Per
with
my past rulings too. So
yeah.
Dang.
But it says the spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless, solid ground.
damn it.
Damn.
Creatures
Damn.
crossing
Damn. That's
molten lava can still take
huge.
damage from the heat, but we all have those fire necklaces.
The resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it says up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration of 1 hour. And it is not concentration.
How many creatures?
Up to 10.
Huge.
Ash coming in clutch.
Huge
I
move. With that, God, I need the ability to turn invisible. Do I have that ability?
Oh, I was gonna say, if I got banishment, can we just make it go poof?
That's part of
did I
the
take that?
plan.
Cai Shen laughs.
I do. I have banishment.
Ha, ha.
I too have banishment.
Don't worry, Kai Shen. I got you. Don't worry. We're about to have a meeting. Me,
We're gonna have a
you,
good time, buddy.
and a pit roaster. Me, you, and a pit roaster. Promise.
I turn to you guys and say, all right, I'm going to pop out, take a real quick scan, cast a spell that hopefully should do some initial damage, and then hopefully pop back in. If
So
that is all right with everyone.
I'm okay with this.
So
Are you sure? Are you sure? I thought we were looking at this through the cricket's eyes up in like
Yep.
a cliffside.
yeah, but I have to be able to, and I kind of slap a book that's on my side, point this at a creature directly, and I don't think I could do that through the projector.
And you need to, okay, so you need to be invisible, so hold on, give me a sec.
Do a minor image to like make it look like I'm A
I have
rock.
invisibility because I am shadow touched.
Mm.
So I can cast invisibility on you for up to 1 hour, but it is a concentration spell. But if you just needed to like step in and step out, I would say we could do that.
Yeah, if it's not too much of a resource. And then I can get some
Anyway, so
information
you
on
could
this thing.
concentrate on invisibility because I can
Mhm.
concentrate on banishment.
I mean, I think we're going to need multiple casts of it.
Probably.
No, yeah, I can totally spend one of these on you. So I will turn to you and I'm like, all right, if you're gonna go out there, you better be safe. And I put my hand upon your shoulder, and whisper for you to just disappear into the wind and you go invisible.
Invisibly give you a huge hug.
And I like awkwardly hug the air because I'm like, okay, I can feel him.
I will then ready my action to cast what was it? Insect plague centered on the monster as I poof out. Or wait, no, I won't do that. I'll use the book first because insect plague is an offensive spell and it will make me lose invisibility. So
Mhm.
I ready my action to analyze the creature with my book. I say to myself, 20% or a 10% chance that I summon an angel.
So
And I do that.
you're poofing out of the pocket rocket.
Yeah, we are currently on the ground. If I remember the bug.
Yeah, the cricket moved here
Yeah.
Wait, where?
and
So
invisible.
Oh, so we're on some kind of building top that managed to survive whatever weird catastrophe happened here.
Hmm.
Yeah,
whatever terrible thing that happened. Whatever terrible thing.
yeah, that terrible thing.
I like noticeably buffer.
Just more muscle mass for some reason. Starting to look like a ninja turtle.
So as you poof out and you're readying the book to point it at the creature, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So I can gain some information.
and invisible, correct?
Yes,
And
invisible.
invisible.
I am
And
holding
crouch
concentration.
down and hide.
So you, or Ash, have made Franklin invisible before he leaves the pocket rocket.
Yes.
Okay. So the purple smoke would be invisible as you come back out, next to an invisible cricket that you're wondering if it's even alive anymore because you're no longer feeling its senses, and you're probably, as you're standing on the thing that you're standing on, not very unsure why it's probably not alive anymore.
I put it in my pocket. And I
Akbar,
scan.
well.
I scan the thing. You
So
served me well, Akbar. Time to rejoin the herd.
So you're just pointing it at. Okay.
I'm trying to find the item again.
Should be in your inventory. Although, technically, it's the upgraded form.
I think some stuff happened.
I was looking something else up, or I would be going there too. Yeah.
There it is. So I direct this leather book with gold text at an object with intent. The guy. Roll an intelligence check. Guidance myself. Or intelligence-based skill. If this is a magic item or some other magic-imbued object. If you instead directed at a creature, you know what the book knows about the creature. The assuming gold letters on the creature read Creature Codex.
Yep. So did you make you want to make that check as well as a stealth check for me?
With advantage because I'm invisible.
Correct.
Only got a 1 + 1. Got a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
And then intelligence. Franklin is not the most intelligent.
While
Do
you're
I have
rolling,
any intelligence-based skills?
though,
You're doing better
No.
than Ezra.
you
So I
do
guess I'll just roll intelligence.
see the creature while you're trying to scan it break off just a shard of rock from its back, almost as if it was just a stick, and it showed no more care than that, and it threw it. It kind of probably crushed it first and then threw it in the air, and you see in front of it floating now 2 gargoyles.
Summoning friends.
I failed poorly.
With the 3?
Mhm.
Plus
Plus 2 because
gonna
I
say, did
got
you guidance?
guidance.
Yeah. So you know that so it kind of flips to a page on the book, and then that page you see the name Ogrémoch, and then a bunch of stats populate, and then just tell me what you're going. What's the first thing you're looking at? Very first thing.
Weaknesses, vulnerabilities, resistances.
You see a
I got
bunch
something.
of conditioned immunities before it flickers and it glitches on the page, almost as like a staticky formation on it. And the first thing you see as you're speed reading are, like I said, no, there wasn't anything that it was saying weaknesses wise, because in that column were just a bunch of immunities, and including such are poison, charmed, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poison, prone. That's why it took you so long before it started glitching.
Fuck, this thing's immune to everything.
And the
Okay.
and its resistance was bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and not from non-magical attacks.
I'm magical.
We fucked. No, we
was
got
there anything in there in the immunities list that was damage wise or just condition?
Just condition.
Okay.
But well, technically, no, poisoned is a condition as well. It doesn't say it is. Well, no. Going back up, damage. It poison. Immune.
Okay. Okay. Shit. That's that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Then oh wait, and then I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to recast this, which is fair. And I think I need to roll the dice to determine if I summon an angel.
Oh, that reminds me.
10% chance when I wield this item, I summon an angel. So 1d100, I assume 0 to 10.
Yep.
Come on, baby, fuck. All right. Then on the next turn, I pull out the staff of swarming insects and cast insect plague centered on the thing before poofing back into, or before Gosh, I don't want to leave this thing out here.
Um,
My
Franklin,
mount is. Yeah.
did you?
Oh, you're
Did
in
wait?
there.
The first thing, the thing that caused damage. You're not invisible anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say not to be
Once
that
I
person.
cast something that has damage. Right.
Yeah. So you're
But
Yeah.
if I'm casting it and then GTFOing.
No, I'm pretty sure it's when you take an action in general
To do that, yeah.
to do anything
no,
is
no,
when you
okay.
drop
Oh, wait.
invisibility. If it's not like a dash action.
Let's see.
Well,
The spell
where's
ends
the
with
spell?
a target that attacks or casts a spell. Attack or
So-
cast.
Yeah, so I didn't attack it, and I don't think I cast a spell. So I will lose invisibility as soon as I cast the spell, but it's a 10-minute area of effect damage spell that I'm
So the
hoping
thing.
we can just sit there and watch.
Oh, I was wondering that thing that you did to find out its immunities. That wasn't a spell, was it?
No, that was a
Okay.
item's ability.
Okay. Woo. That's what I worried about for like a half a second.
Why I switched the order. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, once I do that, I guess I'll pick the thing up, look around me, and see if there's a safe place to nook the pocket rocket,
okay.
since my guy is dead. Or actually, what I'll do is I'll dismount, because my mount, Find Steed, is affected by spells that affect me, so it is also invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tuck it into its pouch or saddle or mouth, butthole. I don't know.
Could you? Distracted. Could you? Ooh. So you're. I'm just. I need
Invisible and stealthy.
No, it's nothing of that nature here. Yeah, that's.
Man, it'd be really crappy if this thing had
Okay.
true sight.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the
You
mask?
currently have. You
I have
currently have half movement speed because the ground is hot.
Okay.
And okay. So it would
I'm
only
fine
be
with that.
okay. This is what I've been researching in the meantime, and you would be so you when you dismounted, especially, you were taking that, which your mount would actually be taking this,
Ooh, Jesus.
because your mount doesn't have the fire resistance on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yikes.
Wait, what is your mount?
Full dire cricket, which
Yeah.
he's not.
I have
he's not-
cast Find Steed, and it has taken the form of a dire cricket, fully grown.
Don't we have a skeleton we can just run around on? It doesn't care about fire, does it?
Thor cares
Probably
about
not.
fire a little bit, just not as much.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I have taken that, and so has the steed.
Okay. Oh, so you got your steed up. I was going to try and find it for you if you didn't have it.
Yeah, it's the.
And you're taking the pocket rocket and shoving up the steed's butt, is what you said?
No, I'm trying to find a safer place to put it than sitting just on the ground.
Uh-huh.
I originally thinking giving it to it, and then maybe having it go, climb somewhere, hopefully to avoid more damage.
Okay. So, I mean, it has a bit of a fly, if I remember correctly, so it'd probably still take that initial damage after coming out of the pocket rocket, landing on the thing, seeing the other one dead, you taking the time to scan and then cast. And then... Here it is. Go to the thing. But you could, foreseeably instruct it to move to the ceiling from there. While
Okay, I do.
and just to clarify, when it's no longer in contact with you, does it still get affected by the invisibility?
Yeah, it's like if you cast haste on somebody or it's twin spelled, it
Okay.
is while it's out and you are like also alive.
Okay.
If I can find, I can post the chat too or the text as well.
No, I believe it.
Look.
I was just checking in before you poofed back into the pocket rocket with the pocket rocket up at our cricket's butt on the ceiling. So, yeah. Do you want to roll some damage for the creature? I don't know how that spell actually works either. Is it targeted?
Yeah, the cloud or the insect plague.
Yeah. Do they have
Let me
a
find it
saving
for
throw to
you.
make immune?
Plague 5e. Yeah, so it is swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range, 300 feet. The sphere spreads around corners. Sphere remains there for the duration, and the area is lightly obscured. Sphere's area is difficult terrain. When an area appears, each creature in it must make a con save. Take 4d10 piercing damage on a fail or half on success. If it ends its turn in the thing, it makes another save at the end of its turn, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. All right.
Which
So
be...
and they're actual insects, though, right?
I mean, it is a magical spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conjuration spell. It doesn't say that they have a health pool.
Okay.
5th level conjuration. Here, let me post it. And
Draw
I
thing
poof,
here.
and I poof back into the pocket rocket. I get ow, shit. It's really hot out there. God.
It's bad out there, huh?
Like, standing on the floor just burns you, apparently.
Gotta be
I guess I
careful.
should probably have gotten on the lava, right? That would have been smarter. Anyway, I spout out the list of immunities and resistances and everything that I have gotten from the thing. I didn't do a really good job on my roll. I apologize. It's immune to poison, immune to charmed, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, and prone. So check your spells. Don't do those.
Okay.
And you gotta do magical damage. If I can turn the I don't have them anymore. So outside I have my guy on the ceiling, and then I cast a big insect plague storm on the guy. So the last about 10 minutes, if the guy can like leave, probably won't do more than like a round or two of damage, but if he's like stationary, I don't know, then he'll be there for a little while, but he looks big, he looks tough. We're gonna have a rough ride.
No. We're gonna do it. We got this.
I believe in us.
I turn to Bob and I'm like, "Hey, Bob, have you ever heard of this thing before?"
Sorry, it was a little asleep there. Yeah? Thing? What is the thing?
I describe what.
Look at the page, and I point out the name Ogrémoch.
Oh yeah, I'll just hold up like Bob's skull and be like, "Can you read this?"
I cover up the title of the book.
He's probably read that book.
And he
Probably
just
have.
You see the pinpricks of purplish flame that are his eyes kind of side-eye you, Franklin, as you're covering up the title. And then he looks back at the book
What?
and goes, "Oh, Ogrémoch, that's who you're fighting?
Yeah, he's outside.
Oh, dear Lord. I should have chosen a better mistress. I mean, you guys can get this. You got this. I believe in you. Yeah, he's
Well-
he's a bit of a handful. Although you might not be able to, charm or frighten or anything him per magical
Yeah.
effects, but
Uh-huh.
I
Not
know
magical effects.
I know
Fuck.
that he has a bit of a
What?
likes to chill, brah mentality whenever it comes to a certain rock.
A certain rock.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
sure.
like a type of rock or a singular rock.
Well, it's generally crystals I've seen and or heard of that he prefers, and it's a type. It's from what I understand from the warlocks that I've interacted with. Anyways, they have attested to his affinity towards these rocks. They're crystalline in nature, and he somehow smokes them. I don't really understand the physiology.
Okay.
Crystal
we have
rock
any-
that he's a meth head.
Wait, do we have any MSG left?
I do. I do.
Might be all we need.
Unless somebody got into my bag, I had like a brick of MSG that I had just been taking like small hits off of very infrequently.
I think we can use this if you're willing to give it up as a bargaining chip. This might be our way out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll be
unless
sad to
everybody's-
see it go, but if we live, we can get more.
Yes, unless everybody's trying to die. I mean, if we just want to ride valiantly into battle, I have axes. But
Aren't we in hell? Can't we like not die?
that's true.
I
What
think it's
happens
been
to us
hinted
if
at that
lose?
we are dead.
I think we're dead. I know
Do
I'm
we die
dead.
again?
Can we die again? What happens if we die
Oh.
again after death?
Or maybe this guy will just make us his bitch.
Could be.
So, are
Haven't been
you?
so much bitch in years.
But yeah, I turned to Bob and I'm like, would a brick of MSG appeal to this guy at all?
That I'm not so sure of exactly. Usually, he's interested in. And his jaw kind of just like hangs open for a moment. A larger than that. He's quite large if you haven't seen him.
I haven't been out
Franklin's
there.
eyes narrow.
I was gonna say I have a brick of MSG, but I don't know how much that is. I think it's 1 pound.
Yeah.
I may have something.
I have rose quartz. What might you have?
Franklin goes to his inner hive and retrieves an object. It is what appears to be 1/3 of a butt crystal.
Mm,
It's 1/3.
1/3.
1/3 of
Right,
a
'cause-
butt.
Yeah, but like 1/2 of a butt, like you can't really tell it's a butt unless there's 2 halves. And so then how?
I
would
mean, it doesn't
recognize
really
it's
matter
a
if it
third?
looks like a butt.
Then how would I recognize it's a third?
Well, that's true.
Do I
It
know
would
what a
be-
You
whole
would have
butt
to have
crystal
known
looks
what
like?
the original
I guess it would
was.
be one side or the other. I don't know what these look like because they're supposed to be like teeth with
Or
like
it's-
the
or it's-
molars on top are like butts, right?
Yeah, I agree with my earlier description, but my brain immediately went to what's 1/3 of a butt? The anus.
It looks like a star fruit.
Perfect.
I'm gonna roll 1d6. If I get a 1 or 2, I'm gonna say that I have the top, which is the butt.
I have a silk
4.
stone.
So 3, 4. So I probably have like the center third. So I have a cylinder of crystal that is probably like, I don't know, 2 feet.
Let's hope this guy likes ass.
Yeah,
He
I
can't
have a
be
glowing
charmed, but can he
blue-
be tempted
I have a
in
glowing
any other
blue silk
form?
stone. I'm sure he can.
Perhaps.
Everyone has their weaknesses.
Temptations of the flesh.
Yeah.
Franklin cracks his neck. Swore I'd never do it again, but desperate times.
Does he like turtle? Because I was thinking, I've just been like, hey, do you want to smoke this butt crystal with me?
Well, okay, we have to see if we can talk to him. So, kind of depends on who can speak.
Oh, yeah.
Giant
Did you hear
orc
him
man.
speak at all?
No. So,
Damn.
we're going to have to go out there.
Are you utilizing, or can you utilize your mount the same way you use your?
I
Board.
doubt it.
Okay.
Unless
That's
you
good.
specifically allow it, but
Yeah. On a one-off ruling, just right this second, I would probably, without, future ramifications. This isn't
sure.
the
I
precedent.
mean,
this is
I
the
could
exception.
also say that I took a minute and recast Find Familiar, which would be effectively the same thing.
Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, oh, so he
It would just
come back.
give me my guy back.
No, yeah, I was more thinking, or I was asking whether or not you were looking into the chamber while this discussion was happening inside the pocket rocket, or if you were projecting some of the things that were happening in there, because I was going to describe some of that.
Yeah, if you will allow
You
me
wouldn't-
to reactively recast Find Familiar before I poofed back, it takes a minute of ritual casting. I will have done that, but that is a you decision.
Oh no, I was thinking more like you would have the ability to utilize the vision that you were using through your I keep calling it a horde, but your there's another word for it. Your
Familiar.
Well, no, the rest of the dire crickets.
Oh, the ones that are still there, like
Mhm.
in the pocket rocket.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but I would have
Is-
to be looking through something.
Well, because what are they though?
They are, I assume, some kind of RP thing that you and I have weirdly created that has no real amorphous form. Because I have the familiar, I have a steed, and then the familiar started a colony, which has just been
Well,
growing.
what were you using to look through the other cricket's eyes? Is what I was referring to.
Oh, the ability for anyone with a familiar to see through its eyes and senses.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's still your
I need a
familiar.
familiar to do it.
It's so Ferdinand is still your familiar. He's just a
Sure.
steed now, and so that would be amenable in my mind, even
Okay.
as a future ruling, because
Then
he's part of the. There was something
TV
else though.
turns
You were
on.
originally a ranger, something.
I was originally a Swarmkeeper Ranger, but
Swarm.
I used
That's what I was
none
looking
of their
for.
abilities. So I switched to just Chain Warlock.
I got it now. Yeah, that's what I was. That's the word I was looking for. It was bugging me. I freaking swarm. So it's the swarm that I was trying to refer to though. But yeah, if they're just familiars to you, then that'll work too.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. The TV pops on and you guys see something.
Ogrémoch is batting at the things that were attacking him. And then what looks like he just, while he's batting, it almost looks as if there's got to be some sort of platform for how smoothly he lowers into the lava, or magma rather, and then into, you suppose, whatever's below that, and then he just does the same thing on the other side, almost as if there was an elevator below him, and switches position away from the centered port, but that would still leave him with 1 turn of damage.
So it's a con save.
Yep, he had a 20.
15. Yeah, so he saves taking half damage. Just 4d10. It's fine. We learned something. He has movement. It's a weird elevator sort. So that makes me think he's stuck on the ground somehow. 21 divided by 2, 10, or 11. Your choice. Piercing.
Yep.
I won't even have him roll for poison. I relay this to everybody and say, so, are we going to try to get the guy hooked on meth? Are we going to try to upgrade Bob, which we have to tell him about? Or are we going to try to fight this thing one-on-one? Now that we're not in imminent danger of getting thrown into the lava.
What was?
I say we
Vote?
try.
Yeah. What was the
'Cause
first
we should
option
start.
again?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Get
I say
him hooked on drugs.
yes.
Yes, that one.
I say we start with the drugs.
I haven't
We
heard
start
of
because even if we have to battle, it's going to be easier if he's hopped up on drugs.
Yeah,
We
he's gonna
hope.
make bad decisions.
Yeah, he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah. So then in that case, we should plan for that and then also plan the alternative, which would be a quick banishment so that we could get things set up. So should we pop out, all start saying things in different languages, see if he responds? And someone with banishment who can sneak?
Right now, there's
Right.
a 50-50 on the vote as to what I can see, though, too, because Kiro, Vamira, or Zenora haven't weighed in on this plan. But we can assume silence means yes.
Silence means get him high.
Silence means
That
do
is-
whatever's not going to
Right.
kill me.
It's fine with me.
Man,
As long
input is
as
always
it's the
welcome
real
and
shit,
needed.
yeah, it should work.
Who has banishment?
I do.
I do.
And is it technically a charm?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say a
So
lot of my stuff is around like charming people and
I
making them
have
like
charm
me.
person and I have hold person, which like wouldn't work
Yeah, I don't think
anyway because
he's humanoid. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs.
and no, I'm pretty sure he's like classified as a giant or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
all my stuff is around like fear. So I get
yeah.
it.
But no,
Um,
banishment is a control type spell, so it's not it won't like cause any sort of charm.
Okay. So then let's do either of you have the ability to sneak, and or do we recast invisibility so that you can skedaddle over there to get ready to banish him if he doesn't like the idea of getting high?
I want to guess that he probably speaks primordial or abyssal, and I don't have either of those languages.
I have primordial.
I was gonna say I do have goblin. I would say I should be the one to talk to him to try to get him like, yes, getting high sounds good. But I don't know. I don't speak his language.
Do we have
I'm-
tongues? The spell.
I don't know. Unfortunately, I have no spells.
Yeah.
All I
I
have is
don't
You're the
have
hit
rage.
things are rage and axes.
I don't have
I can
tongues.
only like choose certain spells to learn each level, so I have to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can only pick and choose. So, but yeah, I don't have tongues.
Okay. I also do not have tongues. Okay. So, it sounds like I'm speaking. Unless somebody else has primordial, assuming that's what he speaks. We all have to pop out and talk at the same time. And ideally spread out, right? And maybe get on the lava so we don't burn.
Yeah, like get to whatever else is still above the lava and just try to maintain a distance unless we need to run up on him or get him to come to us.
Right.
But yeah, let's try getting him high first.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, I guess we'll beat him down.
We'll hope. All right. We coordinatedly pop out and start trying to speak to him in his native languages, which I guess we just all start blathering.
What's the
Unless-
coordination? You said it natively.
I guess I'll pop out first and I will yell out a greeting in Goblin in hopes that he knows what that is. And if he does, and I'll try Goblin first, and then if I don't get a coherent response back, I would try Dwarvish next. And I mean, I guess I could try Common, but I doubt he knows Common. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna pop out first. I'm leaving the baby in the pocket rocket with the
Okay.
cricket babysitters. I'm not taking the baby out here.
Okay.
I do have Bob with me.
All right.
Bob is just going to go
Solid.
through this peril with me. I'm going to
Solid
pop
parenting
out.
decisions.
Yeah.
She's getting good.
I'm getting better at this, taking care of a baby. A long way from football slamming my baby into a dock. But I'm going to pop out and turn towards the creature up on the structure that we're at. And just kind of like wave real friendly, like a big grin on my face, and call out in Goblin. Just like, hello there.
There is no response, and you see the creature breaking off another chunk off of its back as if it were a dry twig, a large stone almost, and just crushes it again, and then tosses this one in the lava, and you see kind of bubbling in the lava this form that's looks similar in make to him, but a lot smaller, basically.
Oh, so he's making mini me's. That's
Bubbling.
cool. That's cool.
Bubbling up, and he does not respond.
So I'm gonna start walking away from the pocket rocket. Okay,
And
so when we're looking
if
here
you're
at the map,
standing on that spot right there, it looks like that spot. That
mhm,
spot. Which spot?
let's say right there.
All right.
It's a dangerous question.
But yeah, so I wanted to just clarify. So all the stuff that we can see on the map, what's clearly lava is lava, and then the structures near the edges of the map and the very few things in the middle, like the anvil and those pieces of wall, are places that we can stand on? Or are there
Mhm.
other things that maybe we don't see?
I would say what you see is the map currently. So those are the
Okay,
areas you have to stand on. And yeah, you're still within 10 feet of the lava, but you do have the resistance. So you still, though, would only take 2 instead of. I'm just having the dice instead of doubling the dice is how I'm having the damage. So 10 damage while you're standing there. Your feet are starting to crispify.
I'm scorching.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, did you say 10 damage?
Correct.
Damn.
Yeah, we had said try to move to the lava since we have water walking, and that would be harmless.
If that was the area you're poofing out in, but
That's the area I'm guessing I would poof out in. But yeah, I would wave to him, and then I would slowly start making my way, like not running, but like walking quickly without trying to look like I'm freaking out about the heat.
Yeah.
And then, like, as I call out in Goblin and I get nothing back, I'm gonna say something else in Dwarvish, and then kind of like through my smile, like through my teeth, I'm gonna try to whisper down to Bob, like, Bob, Any ideas would be great. And I just keep waving like, yeah, hey, neighbor.
And Bob's like, you could talk to him like a normal person. He knows common. As far as I know, he's an
Oh, thank
intelligent,
God.
giant fucking being.
I'm just out here being an idiot. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I actually call out and I just say, hey, neighbor. Real friendly like.
You catch. You seem to catch his attention at that. I would say as you get to the lava, and are somehow. I still don't understand how that spell makes it necessarily undamaging, because like per the rules, like if you're within so many feet, that's where that was coming from. So I was kind of keeping, just so you understand, basically the magma was heating up the stone that you were standing on, and the spell doesn't affect that. So that's why it was happening, because you
Yeah,
were
so
also
the hot rock hurts. Hot
Right.
metal hurts. But standing on lava is water.
because of the spell. Yeah, exactly.
Logic.
Yeah. Anyways, so you caught his attention with that, and he goes, "Oh, what up, dude?"
It's a beautiful day for a stroll. What are you up to?
Oh, well, I'm here to. I've got to surf some waves and, cleanse this chamber. Mm.
You have to cleanse this chamber, but it's already so bright and vibrant. Like, I'm keeping a smile the whole time, like customer service smile. So very charming.
Looks around and he goes, "Yeah, totally, dude. Well, I'm about to surf some mega waves. You better watch out."
Before you surf those mega waves, I have a question for you. Do you partake in the MSG?
And he was kind of like, especially after his tone, you realized, and the way his candor is so far, you realize that some of his movements were lackadaisical as opposed to being aggressive as they seemed before. And now he's like, he stops all of those, like, kind of like what looked like slow movements, and is rigid as stone as he looks, and then his head just turns in one solid motion and stares at you directly.
I maintain the smile. No, just the whole time, just keep smiling.
He goes, "Ugh, well, how much we talking about?
And
You're
I
pretty
turn,
small."
and I kind of like look him up and down, and I'm like, yeah, I guess to you, I kind of am small. So I might not have enough to make you happy, but I pull in my bag and I pull out a silk scarf. And I unwrap it, and I have a 1 pound brick of MSG, and I kind of just like hold it up. And at this point, I'm gonna take a couple steps towards him and be like, "Is this enough
I'm gonna
for you?"
I'm gonna tap my torque. I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, does someone have a spell that can like multiply that brick?"
Yeah. What about enlarge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't
Damn.
have those.
Come on, where's Jesus?
Enlarge.
I know
Enlarge.
we have a
enlarged
Christ-like
the-
character.
I have the
And-
enlarge spell.
You do.
We enlarged the dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
So
Okay, so yeah, as I hold this out and I'm gonna say, "Is this enough for you?" I'm also going to kind of like gesture like a TV show girl and wave my hand, and like maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger, and then it just gets bigger in my hand, still holding it up like a tray.
how does that work necessarily for the spell too? I know that it
It
usually
says the
doubles in
target size is doubled
Yeah.
in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. Oh shit, I might not be able to hold
Doubled.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that's
how
interesting.
volume works, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, while like doing this, I'm still
would
gonna
be,
try to
like,
like
8
make my
pounds.
way to him. It would be what? 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine. I can definitely carry that. But yeah, so I'm holding it up. And it gets bigger in my hand as I am slowly walking towards him. And I'm like, what about this amount? Would this be better?
Totally, bro. I can take that off your hands.
I take a couple more steps towards him. And I'm like, be my guest. I'd love for you to use this and to have a good time. And I just take this tiniest little bit with my pinky and just like, right there. And I'm like, that's all I need.
I need to make a thing for that, actually. I've only ever
That's amazing.
I've only ever pinned it as, like, an effect that happens. So I think you have to roll.
Yeah, don't I have to roll to see how much it affects me? Or
Yeah, there it is. You immediately get +10 to movement speed. I found it now. In the pins. I'm gonna say if Amara might know it best. But then you need to also roll me oh, you would also have disadvantage on wisdom and intelligence checks currently.
Oh, cool. Not doing
disadvantage,
smart
can it?
stuff right now, so it's fine.
A constant
Disadvantage.
constitution saving throw. I'm trying to find it here, but it doesn't say. Yeah, let's do a constitution saving throw.
16.
Okay. So you have not you've not slowly become addicted like Vamira.
I am becoming addicted.
Not currently. It is not affecting you currently. It
Congratulations.
I do it very infrequently. Like I like it, but
yeah.
I have a baby, guys.
Anyhow, so yep, that +10 to movement speed. Just try to keep track of it somehow. In the disadvantage. But anyways, you are holding out the brick, and he reaches down just like his finger and his thumb, which are the size of you, and just ever so gently picks up the whole thing, and you hear a snorting sound as the whole thing goes in what you assume is his nose, and
Okay.
a sizzling sound to follow, and then a sigh. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a shit. That was good.
And I just kind of like smile up at him, and I'm like, I am glad to hear it. That stuff is good, and I'm kind of like sitting there, like, yeah, that is good, and maybe a little bit jittery.
He seems more relaxed than he was actually, weirdly, with the intake of the MSG, having almost the opposite effect of yours. and he just is like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna have to after I pinch one off here, I'm gonna have to surf a wave.
I would love to watch that. Is there a safe place to watch you surf in here?
Oh god, so glad you clarified. I thought you were talking about me taking a shit you wanted to watch. And he just kind of looks around. He goes, "Not really. I mean, like I said, he had to cleanse the space, and it's gonna really need it after I take a big deuce."
What a dude.
So when you mean cleanse the space, you're just gonna clear it?
Yep, it's gonna melt everything away.
He's gonna melt everything away. Okay, so like at this point, I'd say after I've had this hit of MSG, my mind is just racing, and I'm like, man, we really need to get out of here. But apparently, there's not a way out of here, and we have to take care of this rock guy who likes drugs. Drugs. He likes drugs. Should we get more drugs?
Ask him how long. Ask him how long exactly the wave will take. We could banish ourselves with the pocket rocket. We do need to leave, though.
Okay, so what if I held the pocket rocket? What if me personally held the pocket rocket, pocket rocket, and banished myself while holding it?
A minute
would
later, you
return-
would come
you
back
would
into
return-
lava.
To the same place.
But I
yeah.
would go to my original plane of existence, which my original plane of existence isn't hell, is it? It's where it's
Hell.
Tara. It's the Earth's surface.
Hell is in Tareth. It is still the same. So that's why I was talking about some of the planes of existence before. You are still technically in the material plane by being on Tareth.
Is Wisteria, who's from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Don't have any sort of planar travel. We can also turn ourselves into gas, if possible. Though
Pick
these
that
are
one
all
up.
temporary solutions. We
Yeah, I
may
was gonna
just need
say-
to use the gate that we had last time and go to a different plane or a different level.
The gate that we had last time.
In
No,
last
that we were
game-
trying to solve.
Mhm. So
Oh.
Griselda had some sort of dice thing that was basically a teleporter to different levels of hell if you solved them, like a Rubik's Cube.
Oh yeah, the dodecahedron.
We have several unlocked, so we could just nope.
Don't we have 2?
Baltasar.
We have 2 unlocked, yeah. I think we should just probably nope.
Yeah, I kind of say we should avoid this. He seems like a pretty friendly guy.
I
Yeah,
hate.
unless you can ask him of a way out.
I'm so sorry, but Baltasar Faust currently holds the tridecahedron.
Oh, and he doesn't exist right now.
God damn it.
So do we know that the dodecahedron exists, or are we just having like fucking mini strokes right now?
Mini strokes. You guys all noses are bleeding.
I'm just standing in front of this guy, like tweaking, like, man, you're gonna go surfing? That would be great to watch. Where can I watch safely? Is there a place that we can leave so that you can so that you can secure this place in peace and without too much pressure of being watched by an avid audience? And then my nose just starts bleeding.
And he just leans back and he just goes, "Oh, that was a lot to take in, bro. You're gonna have to give me a second. Safe place, right? See, I've got this arrangement with Cai Shen that I clear up his civilizations after he's done with them and all, but like, I don't know. I guess. I mean, we just did this, but like, exchange. I thought that was a gift. Are you trying to ask me now if I'd give you something in exchange? You might have to become one of my servants for a bit.
Servants for
And
a
I knew
bit.
it.
I look at him and I'm
like,
well, right now there's only one of us out here. I ask very quietly into the Torg. I'm like, Franklin, what was this guy's intelligence?
I didn't get that information, but based on his accent, the way he's speaking, and the fact that he's a meth addict, I'm going to say pretty low.
Okay.
I mean, total guess, but 2 + 2, you know.
Yeah. Where did it go? Because I was just thinking about Bob, because I was like, if I have to become a servant, I don't know what that entails, but if that entails not burning alive, maybe that is a way out, especially if there isn't an easy way out right now. But I was
this is gonna break your brain for a bit, but I'm gonna talk a little on the higher levels here, and just entail you taking a level in Warlock. Your other nostril bleeds. Your next level,
Inside, I'm
you just
handing out
promise it to me.
Kleenex.
Oh, so my next level, I would just promise it to him.
as warlock, you get to choose, some of the powers you get from me, but stay in touch, bruh. You help me, I help you.
I was like, that
Ask him what he wants. Because
What-
I made a really bad deal once.
So what exactly do you want out of this relationship? You want me to stay in touch, but is that it? Am I just supposed to go sightseeing and send you postcards?
Oh, yeah, it sounds great, man. I mean, like, occasionally some crystals would be nice, but that's about all I'm asking.
Some crystals. That sounds doable. What kind of crystal should I look out for?
And you see his, like, blazing eyes just get large, and he's like, just about any. That's just great. I don't know how or why, but it's got to do something with the alternate resonance in the multiverse.
So when he says crystal, does he
Write
mean
all
like
of this down.
does he mean like crystal, or does he mean just like precious gems, rocks?
No, totally just all crystals, all crystalline structures. So, like, some of that shiny metal stuff you got on you, that's technically a crystal if you didn't know, bruh.
I did not know that. That's actually really cool. And then I was like, wait. So that qualifies as a crystal. And then I dig through my bag and I reach in and I pull out the biggest ruby that I have. And I was like, does this count as a crystal?
Yeah, man. That's some good shit right there.
And then I just reach up and I hand it to him. I'm like, here, have one.
Oh, yeah, that's, thank you. And, he daintily still picks it up with a finger and a thumb. And, this time he kind of holds it down towards the magma to, like, look at the light coming off of it through the stone. And he goes, oh, pretty good quality. And then he just chomps on it like it's rock candy.
Nom 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 nom.
And I'm like, wow, that is impressive. I kind of whisper into the tour again. Okay, I'm like, okay, guys, what do I do? Do I promise to be a warlock? I just have to give him rocks.
I mean, that's totally up to you.
Yeah.
Just make sure you read the contract. Tell him we have a big crystal as well that I'm interested in selling if he has anything to trade.
I turn back.
Specifically, I'm looking for living skin or like a metallic skin of some sort. I don't know what he
Metallic-
is,
How
but
How about
or
we'll
whatever
trade
he
him
is.
for, how about we'll trade him for like the exit?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
so
a better
let's
choice.
Let's give Franklin less toys.
so
Yeah, more toys.
I call up. What's his name again?
More
Ogrémoch.
damage.
Ogrémoch.
Ogrémoch.
Mach. With
Mach.
a... Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Did he? We didn't introduce ourselves.
Well,
Oh.
I have a question. What's the if you promise him that you'll be one of his like disciples in a warlock level, he's just gonna not hit us with a wave or not use the wave or
Yeah, is he gonna let us get out of here?
what exactly are
So
you
you
/ we getting?
You
I'll
asking
say
him
that into the torque. But at a nasally tap to tone.
I call up to him, and also, how big is he? Because like I'm standing over here, and I'm like,
You're standing on the magma, right? And
yeah, I'm standing on the magma.
you see what you assume are his hips sticking out of the magma, and he still stands at 40 feet. Well,
Ooh.
above the lava
Oh,
magma.
fuck that.
40 feet. 40 feet.
Yeah.
I'm 4 feet tall. I'm
Yeah,
4
you-
feet tall.
10 times bigger than you. basically.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so it looks like an ant is handing a freaking
Human a
toddler
sugar cube.
tiny pebbles off the ground.
Yep.
But I turn to him and I'm just like, this conversation is absolutely lovely. I'm glad to have met you. And I introduce myself. And I introduce myself as Ashlyn Croy. And I do like a very formal bow. And I'm like, so if I am to take up a
Patron?
if I'm to take you up as a patron, would that entail me to a way out of here so that I may continue sending you rocks and beautiful sights?
And he leans down, and you feel a particular blast of heat off of him.
I would say I'm probably sweaty, very
Yeah.
sweaty at this point. Nose, blood just running out of my nostrils, just still grinning up at him with my customer service smile and a little bit of a twitch.
Even with the ring of fire resistance, right? You or the necklace of fire resistance. I apologize. You're sweating profusely, like you said. No damage from him getting as close as he's getting. He's still holding off a bit in distance, but he's leaned in enough, and you can tell for some reason that especially with some of your practices, that the fire that he's letting off currently, as almost of a bit of a plume around himself, is magical in nature. And he leans down and he goes, "Well, we can't let Cai Shen know about this right yet. You gotta let me get off of his place. And then, well, I can promise you that I can find a way for you to survive the wave. But you're not gonna like it."
I'm not gonna like it. I think surviving is quite likable. I say with a little bit of a chuckle, and I was like kind of rubbing the blood off my face.
He goes, well, in that case, I guess, I mean, if you're willing and able, I'm gonna have to hide you in a bit of an orifice of mine to keep it copacetic.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh.
And I just look up at him, and I am
Hell no.
unfazed. I think at this point, with the drugs in my system, the strokes in my brain, and the blood running down my face, I'm like, that sounds fine. But wait, I left something behind, and I was like, I'll be right back.
I'll only do it if I'm staying in the pocket rocket and someone else takes the pocket rocket in there.
I mean, we've already been through sewers, right?
Yeah, we've been through poop shoes. I was inside of another creature's armor using my entire body to jack him off. I was like, I think I can handle this. So, I was like, this sounds absolutely fine. And I was like, but wait, I forgot something. I've got to go grab it before we carry on with our event. And I run back over here.
Okay.
And I pick up the pocket rocket.
Ash is unfazed. If we ever need someone to do some shit, it's Ash.
So we're gonna survive burning alive. I will be trapped in an orifice for a little bit. That is fine. And if he doesn't want me to tell the boss man that he now has a new patron, that's fine either, because I don't like this boss man. He could suck a dick. So I pick up the pocket rocket and I'm gonna put it inside an inner pocket, like against my body, not in my backpack. I'm going to keep it nice and secure. I'm still going to hold on to Bob.
Wait. You could put us inside an orifice. I'm just saying.
You guys are getting stuffed down a bra.
Okay. I'll tap the thing. Hey, if he doesn't like his boss, see if he knows any dirt on him, or like how to get to him, or I don't know, how to avoid him, or I don't know.
Were you relaying all of that, or were you like letting them listen in over the torque? I'm guessing, Ash.
Yeah, I was just having the torque kind of like active because I wanted everybody's input. But I'm like, this seems like a really easy way to not die. Like, yeah, it might be gross. Yeah, it might be weird. But hey, I'm going to live.
Yeah, I get it. You do what you
Maybe
have to
live.
do
Are
to
we
not
already
die.
dead? But yeah, let's live. And if one of us just has to have like a little ride in an orifice, everybody else stay in the pocket rocket. Somebody feed my baby.
Just a little ride in an orifice, no big deal.
But yeah, I would also be like talking into the pocket rocket or into the torque as I ran over, like, okay, guys, I'm gonna carry you with me, and then I'm gonna take a ride in a butthole, and then we're gonna be safe.
Mama's just gonna nod. Just gonna nod.
I'm gonna take the scarf that had the MSG on it and kind of wrap it around my face and tie it in a knot because I'm just imagining I'm gonna be somewhere stinky. It's probably got a little more dust on it from the MSG.
You'd have to
Good, you'll
roll
need
a
that.
Constitution saving throw.
With the pocket rocket safely secured in my bra, I put on the scarf of MSG and you said a saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're getting worse. 9.
Yes, you are now addicted.
I'm addicted and I just gave it all away.
You hurriedly start looking around for Vomaira, who you notice every now and again, usually partaking.
But
I'm in the pocket rocket.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys got to listen to this whole conversation of him being chill and relaxed and me just being like, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna fucking ride a butthole and we're gonna live. Yeah. And I run over to him, and as I was running over to him, I would say that I'm digging in my bag again and I'm just getting out another like precious gem. It doesn't matter which one, whatever one I can find that seems like the biggest, and I'm gonna like put my bag back on and hold it up to him. And I was like, so I do have a question. So you don't like that? What was his name?
Cai Shen.
Hi,
Cai
Sean.
Shen? You don't like Cai Shen. So you
Well,
don't like
I mean, like, we get along, but like, just like, we're not bros.
I'm just like, yep, got it, not bros. And I'm not gonna speak of this to him, and you're not gonna speak of this to him, right? Right? This is for us. And I say this while I'm waving the rock, the precious gem around in my hand.
He's looking at it and he goes, no, like, it's what we just talked about. Also, I just want to point out when you ran back, because I didn't realize you left the pocket rocket there either, but when you were on the stone again, I rolled another 10 damage.
So somebody gave me
hot
temporary
foot.
hit points the last time we were on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so those are just getting wasted right now, but that's totally fine.
Utilized, not wasted. It's fine.
Yes.
Anyways, so yeah, that was another for a total of 20 you've already taken just by staying on some rocks. Anyways, you're waving it around and he goes, yeah, it's like he's not gonna know about it. Well, I mean, unless you guys make it a big deal, which I mean, my plan is you're gonna put you back here, and actually, you know what? He seems to like his eyes kind of go out of focus while he was talking before. He kind of focus again back in these like flaming coals of eyes that he has, and he looks down at you and he says, if you could fuck his day up for me after I leave, that'd be great.
That is something I would very much like to do, and I kind of just hold this precious gem up to him as like, let's seal this deal. I'm gonna become your. Wait, he's my patron, and I would become his fangirl. I don't know.
Rupee?
Starting route to 3400 Jerry Highway.
He's your patron and you're his I don't know.
Artist?
You're his warlock. That's the
Yeah, I'm gonna become his warlock, and I hand him this gem as in sealing the deal. Like, yes, I would very much like to fuck that guy's day up, and I will be your warlock, and I will send you rocks and postcards from beautiful sights.
Okay. Agreed. That's all I pretty much need. I don't do all that writing shit. Unless it's in a stone tablet. Who has time for that? And he just, like, reaches down his pinky finger as if he's like, shake! He does say.
And I reach out and I shake his pinky finger with my incredibly minuscule hand. It's just like
Probably.
I'm shaking a whole log.
Probably takes, like, 2 of your hands to actually, for him to realize you're actually holding.
Yeah, I would say I would, like, grab the pinky and then try to grab it with the other hand and then, like, shake it and then put the gem that is large for me but small for him into his palm.
And he takes it on the tip of another finger that he kind of laid down for you, and he's holding his hand still down, and he goes, "Well, are you ready now, or need some time to prepare?"
I'm ready. Let's do it now while I'm still feeling the juice.
All right, and he just like, "Hold on," says to the, leaving his hand in the fully extended, so that you're holding onto his pinky. You're shaking the gem on his, like, ring finger.
I guess I crawl into his palm. Is that what he wants?
Okay, you crawl into his palm. You feel as you crawled into it, and you see visibly the stone hardening under you as you're coming closer, as if he's pulling heat away from that area intentionally to not harm you. So you get
I see that, and I'm like, oh, that's so courteous. Thank you.
And then he is like, well, do unto thy neighbor, as they say, right? And he just picks you up to his mouth, and then he moves his ring finger towards the gem and puts it in between 2 teeth that are, larger than you. And he just, you just see him holding it there, and then toss his head back and swallow it in a single gulp. And he goes, "Well, do you want to close your eyes, or?"
I'm just like, yep. And I kind of, like, Bob still attached to my belt, pick him up and hug him to my chest, and then I close my eyes and I just hold still.
You close your eyes and you feel warmth encapsulating you, as you slowly become enveloped in some sort of space you can feel, only knowing too because the snap, crackling, and popping of the lava and magma that's around on some of the areas sort of quiet, and you can feel Bob in your arms wriggling a little bit in his skull form to try and get a better look of where and what's going on.
Okay.
Almost excitedly. And you just hear him going, "Woo!"
I try
Before
to talk to him. I'm like, have you never done this before?
Before you feel yourself settle down outside of the palm, you can feel yourself like off of wherever you were. Like you probably slid down into on another hand or something like that to get wherever you're at now. And he just goes, "Well, it's just Ogrémoch voice. Hey, mistress, that was just not what I was expecting. Where we would go."
You know, I was a little surprised too. My eyes are still closed. My eyes are just closed, and I am just, like, basking in the warmth, still hugging Bob to my chest.
Well, you probably want to keep your eyes closed for a little while here, and you can feel a rumbling all around you, as if the space that you're in, wherever it is, with your eyes closed, is resonating with Ogrémoch's voice, and he just says, "Hold on, little dude."
Righteous, bro. I just squeezed Bob even tighter.
And some time goes by, quite some time, probably, before you hear him, and feel a jostling, more or less, I guess. And it's probably, you're unsure exactly how much time has passed, but it felt like quite a lot, before he's like, "All right, I'm You ready to go again? And he's explains too that the chamber's cleared.
Yes, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right. And you feel like a slight nudging against you. Actually,
Uh-oh.
um, we'll do half damage for this too. We'll roll for it too to see. We'll call it this. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, that is the last of my temporary hit points.
No, to hit.
Oh, to hit? Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
that definitely hits.
A plus 14.
Oh my god.
And
Oh!
that's 30. I said half. So that's was that?
That'd be 16.
Yeah, 16
16.
damage.
Okay.
As you feel yourself almost bowled over by a slight nudge, and he goes, "Oh, sorry."
So I feel myself getting bowled over by a slight nudge. And my eyes still closed. I am still very much trying to hug Bob to my chest. And I would say that like the whole time in there, I was just like kind of as curled up, as small and as tightly as I could be.
Okay, you want to hop on, little dude?
He says, hop on. And I'm like, Bob, can I open my eyes?
He's like, no, mistress. You definitely don't want to open your eyes yet. Just, take a slight step forward, raise your hand out and other hand out in front of you. Feel the pinky finger that's extended and
So
climb
that's what I
aboard.
do. I take a step forward and I'm reaching one hand out and I'm holding Bob to my chest with the other arm and I am blindly searching for the pinky.
And you get on top of what you can only assume would be the pinky because it's just as large as you, if not larger, still. And you're able to basically sit on it comfortably, and you feel it moving only by the rush of air that comes whisking your hair by as your eyes are closed. And he goes, "You can open your eyes, little dude, now."
So I slowly open my eyes.
And you see him holding you out right in front of his face, and he kind of like sniffs. He's like, "Oh, that's gross."
Do I smell myself?
You smell yourself, and oddly enough, you smell just like the fresh pressed ground after a rain.
Interesting.
So to you, it smells good currently.
Okay, not horrible, not horrible. Good, good. And I look at him and then I look around at myself and our surroundings.
And everything's not on fire like the screen portrays still currently. You see that most of the structures are gone. I'm just gonna do this. See if this will pan out for me or not. If I have to move some things around or not. But do you see, or did the screen go black?
My screen went black, but let me zoom out.
Black.
Do I zoom out? Zoom all the way in?
Oh my god, if there's people here, we could do it again.
No, there's no people. There's no people. So
We've discovered the infinite money glitch.
no.
Damn.
I need to go back to the other map is all, and just grab all the tokens from there is what I should have done in the first place. Don't mind me. What? Oh.
That was true, though. I'd just be like, we take several decades to just rinse and repeat.
So
And what would we do with all that money?
Hey, there's this thing. Oh,
Experience, you
this
mean.
place.
yeah, But
He did say
there's-
there are currently no buildings around us.
There's no buildings, so this.
So
to
we're
the
just
south
looking at like
does not
a
exist.
stone
Rip.
floor.
Cliff face with 2 doors. One to the south, one to the north. Both are metal.
Is there anything distinguishing about either of the doors? Are they both identical? Are they?
One of which you would known, some of you anyhow, to have gone through, and gotten to the church. You only recognize it because a bit of the bridge here, its abutment still stands.
It's the church.
It is to the north, and then to the
door to the
this
church.
door you guys have never entered. But you do kind of piece the puzzle together and realize that had to have been right next to the greedy goblin, but you never noticed. And then as you're kind of moving around on this outcrop, you notice even smaller door even farther to the south. That's another steel
We've
door.
also never been through.
Also never been through, and you can only realize may have been inside the greedy goblin, and you never noticed it. Maybe hidden under the steps.
Hmm. I owned that.
Did we leave
Did
did we
own
leave a
it.
dire cricket behind in the greedy goblin? Or is
No.
this stuff not here? Okay.
Yeah, this stuff is not here. The greedy goblin doesn't exist. It has been melted away.
Gotcha. Okay.
At this point, too,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that I see 2 Vamiras.
that's
Yeah,
probably.
I think those are the quest doors.
I deleted one.
So
Wait, how'd you end up in the void? Get out of the void. No, get out of the void.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was a door. I thought those were stairs.
Oh, you know what? I
Um,
never
I'm just
put a- I
falling
never
into
put a-
nothingness. Oh.
I never put a wall there. That's my bad.
Guys, I broke the
okay,
game.
so what was in the church? Was anything good in the church? Do we have any reason to go to the church?
There was a bunch of cultists there.
So,
For
no.
Cai
All right, let's
Shen.
go.
That was when we got into the issue of like having to fight them because we were not able to like pledge allegiance to Cai Shen, or not all of us at least.
To the flag.
Pledge allegiance to
Yeah.
the Cai
So-
Shen. Ha ha ha.
And let's go through the south door.
There's
I
2
think-
southern doors. There are.
Yeah, I want to go through the little door.
That was also my first instinct, but Mame is big, and so the big door would be better. But I'm okay with the little door.
Oh yeah,
I
how
would vote for the
how
little door.
small is the little door? Because you said
The
it was
little
where.
door is only a 5-foot door, where as opposed to the bigger doors, which are closer to 10 foot.
Franklin would
I
say,
mean-
"Wait, hold on. There might be one more door because we were told by the pimp goblin that Cai Shen's secret like lab entry, base entry was like back in the magma area. So there may be one more too."
And you can feel the effects of I'm just going to do this real quick too. 1 second here. Just for a quick transition too, because this is what I meant to do after I brought everything else over, but paste. Nope. That works too, but paste. Okay. So, Ogrémoch sets you down, Ash. So you guys aren't all there. I know you guys are all kind of like looking around and thinking so that we could have at least a visual on what's going on. Sets Ash down on the outcrop of rock that is here and goes, my effects won't last long. After that wave, Cai Shen's attentions are elsewhere, probably, while I've been cleaning the chamber. Yeah. Is there anything you need to know before I go? And at this point, too, you guys are probably in the pocket rocket and realize the pimp preacher, by this point, especially, has finally started to like go up on his side and cough after being, possessed by Cai Shen, and he's like real groggy, like if he's hungover.
So the pimp priest had Cai Shen possessing him. Was that a fun experience?
Yeah, prior to the wave that was cleansing the space, yeah. And he was laughing at you guys, but then he collapsed on the ground, and so it doesn't look like it was pleasant. No.
Okay, so is there anything else that we want to ask him? I ask him, I'm like, how do I communicate with you once I'm out and about?
Once you take that level, little dude, you can just do, well,
Pray to you?
good point. No, I don't even know what that is. Well, you want like a direct line? I usually reserve that for my higher ups. But like, I'll contact you, and he waves to like one of the gargoyles that he actually belches, and a gargoyle comes out, and he's like, well, these guys will they'll be in touch.
Oh, okay. Well, okay then, yeah. If you can get a hold of me and then I can talk to you, then that'll work out. And I kind of just like give the little gargoyle a salute. I would say I probably feel groggy because I don't know how long that took. I don't know if he was real quick about it or real slow about it, but like the effects of the MSG, are they still there?
You guys have all at this point experienced a long rest, I would say. That's how long it was.
We
But
just took a cat nap inside of some guy's gut.
yeah, it was like 11 hours, I will say.
That is a hell of a
That's
time to
good.
surf.
Yeah. Hey man, he was feeling it. And so you definitely would have had the bump that you took wear off. Vamayra, I don't know how you've been dealing out your bumps as of like portion sizes and how much you've got left. But you would currently be at stage 1 Ash of the addiction at a constant -1 to intelligence and wisdom.
A constant -1 to intelligence and wisdom. Okay.
Without whenever you're not on it. And again, every time you take it, the addiction increases.
Is there a way to monitor that in D&D Beyond, or should I just like make a note of this?
You could make an item that has charges, and then for each level of addiction, with like text. So like in MSG, you could probably put like a bunch of text for each level of addiction, and then give it a charge usage level based on total number of addiction levels, and then just keep yourself at whatever charge of X.
Yeah, because every time you still take MSG, you have the chance of increasing the addiction, because the challenge rating increases basically, but to increase the addiction. But I can figure something out. But yeah.
Okay.
Right
yes.
now,
Now I just put a note so that I have it on my character sheet.
Yeah. I don't know what you've been doing for Myra.
Yeah, I haven't come up with a good way to track that shit, honestly.
No worries.
But yeah, so I'm like, all right, if you can get a hold of me and then I'll be able to communicate with you, that'll be all right. My next level is, or my next, I guess, I don't know what we would call it in like this experience because you wouldn't measure it in levels. But
yeah,
my next wave of improvement is dedicated to you. And I kind of like feel a little under the weather, and then I remember my scarf and I pick it up and I just rub it over my face and I'm just breathing really deeply.
Get the bare minimum of it would probably require after getting the last of it out of every crevice there
Mhm.
to stave off. Speaking of which, go ahead and roll a Constitution.
Oh
Which
no.
doesn't matter if you haven't done so today.
Alright.
10. A little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit better than the 9 that you
Mhm.
had before. Um, okay.
What would
So-
lesser restoration do?
Oh, now I figured I was muted. Oops.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, I was
Were
gonna
you just
cast. I was
muted the
gonna,
whole time?
yeah, I was muted the whole time. Apparently, I've been trying to talk, and I was like, "Why can't nobody hear me?"
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I was cast Lesser Restoration on Ash,
What does it
and
do?
from it removes blind choose a condition: blinded, deaf, and paralyzed, or poisoned. This is narcotic, so I would
It is not.
define that under
It is
poison.
not. It is not.
No,
It's not a
No.
narcotic.
No, greater restoration
Well,
would
it
be the
says-
one to remove something like a curse or something like that, which is what
Well,
kind
see-
of an addiction would be.
into disease or one condition. It ends a disease or a condition.
Okay, so we need greater restoration. Got it.
You likely to be like an addiction or something like that. You would need greater restoration over lesser restoration.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's what we determined before. It was talked about at one point to have an addiction removed, and it would be a disease and not a poison. A poison would be the
Remove
going into your blood.
disease.
Yeah, you would need a remove disease.
I have lay on hands now.
That's I'm about to say that's what lesser does. Removes a disease.
Oh,
Yeah, I remove a disease with lesser. It's a condition or a disease. My pick.
Okay. So
I
you're
can
doing
heal
that.
you afflict. Yep, I'm going to heal the ash affliction. I can do it to both. I
to
have
be
two targets.
healed.
Do you consent?
I would consent. But they're still in the pocket rocket right now, and we were talking because I was like, "How do I get a hold of you?" He said,
Mhm.
"One of my gargoyles will find you." So I'm guessing like the next time I level up, a gargoyle's just gonna appear and be like, "Welcome to being a warlock. Here is your handbook. Praise the lava monster. He is totally rad."
Yep. Sounds about right.
It
Yeah.
makes me think of like the book of how to be dead in Beetlejuice.
Oh god.
yeah.
So yeah, that Ogrémoch then
Aw.
basically would turn to you and like elevator down through the residual lava or magma that's in the chamber that's just below like before. He doesn't seem to like walk downstairs or anything. He just like
Just
through the ground.
vanishes into the lava. Got
Yeah.
it. I call over the Torg and I'm like, "Hey guys, you should come out. We probably need to leave."
Is it time for me to fight him?
There's nobody here.
Hear a grumbling sound come from Ezra from your torch.
Mom may run off too already.
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh.
Hanging out with everybody else wherever they are. I don't know. My map went weird, but
Oh.
or maybe
okay.
I was never on this map. I don't know. I see the map.
Okay.
All right, Ezra pops out.
I think I'm here.
Yeah,
And
so
then
I'm
will
gonna.
also pop out.
And then bonks Ash with his axe to cast Lesser Restoration.
Do I feel the addiction leave me?
Yep. It flows
Bonk.
away along with your bladder if you're holding any.
Power of Chris compels you.
The power of bonk compel you.
I feel the addiction leave me. And I just like kind of turn to him and I'm like, wow, thank you. I feel a lot better.
Want to go eat the pimp?
Eat?
Should we eat him?
I can eat him.
What?
Wait.
No.
When
Okay,
did
then-
we start eating people?
A while ago.
Not
I
all
think
of
there
us.
was a side game.
It's just the pimp. It's nothing serious.
Okay, so I am having a hard time remembering the pimp. I thought he agreed to come with us, or was he like just a prisoner?
Nope, he is now a full citizen with an NDA. So we cannot eat the pimp.
Oh,
He's
Franklin,
the one
you
that I was
lied to
protecting
me.
last
You
time.
lied to me. You lied to me, Franklin. How dare you?
Also,
How did I lie to you?
You said I could eat him.
during
You
that
ate his hand.
11 hours the entire time, even if you guys were, I was going to circle back around to see if anyone else inside the pocket rocket was doing anything inside of that 11 hours besides napping.
Yes.
I
I have an order.
Oh,
figured,
we got
Ezra-
a full rest? Sweet.
yeah.
Ezra was
but-
screaming the whole time. Let me fight him. Let me fight him. Let me fight.
Phelan
To-
would be protecting this man.
To resolve that situation, it was nighttime for the current cycles, so he was completely ethereal during that entire encounter time.
The pimp?
Correct.
Damn it.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
he's
wait.
not.
No, I gotta reread this. He is a corporeal form at night, so I had it backwards. So he is not incorporeal. He's incorporeal during the day. So at the beginning of this conversation, like as you guys were coming back in, he would be no longer corporeal. He would be ethereal then.
Good thing I'm a fucking elf. I'm a drow,
What?
and I don't actually have to sleep for a long rest. I just go into a trance for 4 hours. So, Ezra,
What were you doing to keep me occupied for 4 hours?
I mean, there should be plenty of food and snacks in there.
yeah. There's a whole, like, big-ass thing in the back that you could go play with.
There's a baby.
Ezra,
Yes,
don't
I would hand you the child.
Enyo and Isol, it's a two-headed baby. Very adorable.
Yeah, I would hand you the two-headed baby. That would definitely keep you for at least 4
You can-
hours.
You gave him a pup to play with? Oh.
Yes.
You're not my pup, but you're still cute.
I would say it's probably Enyo and Isol is probably at the point where they're like crawling around and maybe even trying to walk now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Like, help
over.
Yeah, help teach them how to walk and
That's what Ezra would have done for that 4 hours.
Also, by the way, it is a half changeling, so it would still have the ability to change its form. So I would imagine,
Would it turn into a wolf like me?
I was gonna say it would probably imitate any humanoid around it. So as long as it had 2 arms, 2 legs, and for him 1 head, and then the other head would probably just stay as the what is it, water elemental or air elemental?
No. He's the demigod race.
Oh, yeah.
Asmir.
That's right. Yeah, if we ever get a chance to cut that head off, we're going to.
Ezra now
Use
officially
it.
has. If you say, Josh, if you say it turned into a wolf puppy, Ezra is going to attempt to adopt it.
I would say if at any point you transformed in front of it, then yeah, I would definitely have tried to imitate your shape. I don't know how well it did, but it tried.
How will we find out?
You want to roll a flat performance for me, Ash? Without
Sure.
your modifier?
Do it.
It's a
Do
baby.
it.
Roll, please. Oh, not bad, not bad. 16.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, what you're describing pretty much happens, and there's a head attached to the wolf's head. It basically looks like off the side of it, kind of look like a pustule almost.
Just like a little wolf body, and then there's just this extra head. Just
Yep.
Aw, what a hideous little baby.
Ezra thinks it's adorable. He'll spend the first hour, first 2 hours, showing it how to walk. He'll spend the next hour cleaning it like a dog, and then the last hour taking a nap with it.
All right, but yeah, I'm gonna call into the tour and be like, "All right, guys, you can come out here. Everything is, I guess, as good as it can be."
Is it
I will pop out.
Vamira or Mame just eating and then prospectively getting drunk and falling asleep, I'm guessing, for that period
Yep.
of
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
time? Because I already know Phelan was keeping the
Yep.
preacher away, and
Lunchtime.
Franklin
No.
was planning. What is Franklin planning?
Franklin gets the amethyst, or the not the amethyst, the God, what's it called? The stone that the pocket rocket is made out of.
Oh, the adamantine. The
Adamantine.
yeah.
And is going to request Bildrith to, or whoever Bildrith points him to construct a skeleton of an adamantine.
And he just looks at you, looks at the barrel of adamantine, and he's
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Do you have like forge set up?"
No, that's what I told you to bring. Well, that didn't tell you to bring. I said, you gotta bring stuff because you're gonna be there in a while. You gotta build.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, well, okay, as long as you're understanding of that. The other challenge I have is I'm not real sure if I should forge in here. I understand we have a homeostasis to maintain. One of the dire crickets made it clear.
Yeah. It's a good point. All right. Well, let me consider all that. I don't know if it takes forging because it's stone, but you take this and then we'll go from there.
Yep, I can certainly hold on to it until we figure out, and I'll try to set up the forge as I know best until we can somehow, not fuck up the air that we breathe.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Do you know anything about automatons? I've got one.
I don't. I think there's one of them with us that I think his name is. What is his poor unfortunate mother name? I think it was something like Dickweed or something. Anyways, he knows how to, make movable things. That automatons, I think you called them. They usually require a power source, and he hasn't gotten past the point where it's attached to them and easily carryable, I don't think.
Good point. Okay, well, worth a thought. I'll go talk to that guy later.
Is that your next thing that you're doing with the next bit of your time?
Basically.
Okay. So then you go up to. You're like, "Hey, Dickweed," and he's like, "It's Weed of the Dick. You can just call me Weed."
Weed of the Dick. Wow. That is very poetic. You said he is an automaton?
No, he's another goblin.
He's another goblin. I have an automaton that I was hoping that you could take a look at.
Oh, well. I can definitely use my eyes still, so.
Cool. It is highly dangerous, and contained in a sphere of some sort of banding.
Okay.
Don't know what sort of safety precautions we should take, because it will probably try to kill everyone.
Is it
So,
is it not incapacitated?
it is. Here, I'll take out the ball. Bleep. Red and white with a circle in the middle, but with a lightning bolt in the center to make it different.
He's looking at it and he goes, "Oh, I think I've seen Cai Shen use those, and a couple other adventurers that he's given them to."
Yeah, I got it from Cai Shen.
Okay. But, like, what's in it?
Oh, the ball, not the guy inside. What was the thing? I roll a history check.
You don't have to. It's a flux blast seeker is what it's called, if you want to look it up.
It's a flux blast seeker.
I think it is. Memory isn't always my best.
I found.
Oh, okay. So I was right.
Yeah, here, let me post it.
Oh,
Josh.
okay. Flux and then blast seeker. It's just I didn't have the right combination of words. I had them as two different things.
Josh, while Franklin's in that, I'm gonna attempt to. I want to use. I rolled a performance to make it look like I'm trying to teach the little baby how to hunt, and then I rolled to stealthily go and try to get a snacky snack with the pup
Hey.
with me from the pimp. I rolled a nat 1 for performance, and I rolled a 28 for stealth.
Beautiful.
Tell me how it
So-
goes, Josh.
Your performance was for remind me.
Trying to teach. Trying to basically make it look like I'm teaching the little pup. Hey, this is how you hunt. Yeah.
Okay.
But in
So
reality, we're stealthing over to get us a bite of the pimp.
as you
Oh my god.
successfully
So I
stealth
don't believe
without Zenora
shit.
noticing.
Wrong character.
Actually, sorry, Phelan. Could you roll me a? Sorry, I forgot to ask for this too. A perception check. I'm looking at the Flux Blast Seeker.
It's so great.
Multitasking.
Sneak, sneak, sneak,
21.
sneak, sneak.
Doing a
21
thing.
with perception. Yeah, so you do successfully. You kind of look over at as you're probably like meditating, right? You're having the pimp preacher in his collapsed form in front of you, and you have your eyes completely closed, but you look off in the direction where Ezra was, and you're like, wait, where did he go? And you look back the other way, and you look back the other way, and he's directly behind you at the time that he looks at you, though, and realizes that there's a sandwich on the counter behind him, and decides to eat that instead. With the
You will
performance.
not get this fucking pimp.
We're protecting pimps now. It's fine.
Hey, I
Bro,
was
Phelan
giving
just
good
appeared into
educational-
nothingness, from nothingness to just a dog, an oversized puppy, excited to eat a pimp.
Now there's 2 excited puppies trying to eat the pimp.
Yeah, now there's a much smaller pup, very awkwardly
That one
stumbling
she can
around.
handle.
Yeah, that looks like the thing. For the Flux Blast Seeker. I did have it. I had it as Flux Blast and then Seeker instead of. That's what I was.
Flux Blast.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, and he do you let it out of the ball? I guess.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Nope. That sounds like a dangerous thing to do without consulting and like forethought. I'm just handing it to a skilled expert with instructions to think of how to turn it off
And okay, so
from out here.
that was the request, and he
Yeah.
goes, well, the simplest thing I can think of would be, and he just kind of like looks at the ball, kind of strokes his chin and looks up, and then goes, is bringing it forth so that I could examine it more, but with just the
It will
information
attempt to
that I
kill you.
information that I have, we could probably set up some sort of ritual. That if it came out, that
Oh,
when
yeah,
it
like a
landed
magic
on,
circle. Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that. I will consider this. You also consider. I don't want to pick up the entire diet. Plus, I've got some harvesting to do.
okay, I'll do that. Remember, it's weed.
Weed, Mr. Weed. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Weed. We're gonna do great things together.
All right, so yep, 11 hours has passed. Ash is telling you guys that you guys have made it out of the orifice. Then Ogrémoch has gone. She is standing there. I don't know if you're going into the pocket rocket, Ash, or if everyone's coming out.
I would say I'm not going in. I'm just gonna hold out the pocket rocket and let everybody out.
Okay. You would have gotten a long rest as well inside of the orifice.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, a nice long rest inside a lower intestine.
Ash, if you come in, this is probably what you're seeing right now.
Oh,
Only with an extra head going on.
with the extra head. I would say that I go in to get the baby, and I'm just like, oh look, you're a little puppy, and I pick it up.
It would probably bark at you with the one head, and the other head would just go, "Mother."
Yes, baby, mommy's
As-
back, and
as
you
the-
guys are hungry, aren't you?
As you realize that it's the first word that either of them have said. Not mom, not mama, mother.
Mother? Ma, you are maturing so quickly. I'm so proud. Also,
hunting him.
I have a weird off the wall question. When I vanish, like, because if I leave the baby with the dire crickets a lot, would the baby just stay there?
Yep.
What do you
Is
mean? If you were just like in a
Yeah, like,
different
so
place
for,
and
like-
then vanish your baby?
No, so like when I missed the last session and I had the baby was with the dire crickets and we were like discussing some kind of game plan or watching the implosion happen, and then I vanished out of existence.
Right.
The baby was still there.
Wasn't attached.
Yeah, I wasn't
not-
holding it or carrying it. It is its own person, its own entity, and now is getting left in this world. And it's just like, did I have a mother? And then I come back and it's like, oh yeah, I did. Is this little baby
not-
having strokes?
It's
It's
not
it's being
canonical.
raised
Ezra
by the
adopted it.
swarm.
It is.
It-
It has a lot of parents now.
I don't know.
Ezra's claiming it. It can turn into a wolf. He's claiming.
I mean, if that
It's
were
her
the
baby.
case, that
I'm
would
not
be
co-owning this one.
I was gonna say that it could potentially be the if it had multiple parents, that would be a question of it in itself, right? Whether or not it could stay behind after that, but the thought, my very first thought was like, it's of you, Ash, and Flint, who is Hamilton now, but if neither Ash nor Flint exist
Hamilton.
at that time, then the baby wouldn't
Damn it.
exist,
Damn it.
you know?
Damn it.
But if one of you exists, then the baby would exist.
Also, that
We
would
do
be
a
the
time
one
travel episode to go kill someone's father.
Flannelton, how dare you?
That's how you kill the gods. You kill their
Wait,
parents
wait.
before they were born.
That's how you-
Ooh.
Flamilton.
So if it's Flamilton during the good guys, it must be Hammett. Hammett.
Hammett
Hammett.
now. So like, yeah, if he would have gotten
Let-
to play tonight, he would have been Hammett tonight.
Right.
Yeah, I asked if he was getting on, but yeah, he had to get up early, so
No worries.
I did try to ask him, like, do you really need 8 hours of sleep?
Yeah,
Me.
I
Technically,
do.
you only need 3 hours of sleep to function.
I disagree.
I don't
I
think so.
function
agree with
like
you there.
perfectly on like 6 hours personally, and actually the 8 hours isn't even.
Oh no,
true.
Yeah,
the only
that's
reason
true.
I know. So technically, because this is something that was so I got in trouble when I was a young private back in the day, and I had to pull as many duties as I was told, and I was told, yes, you
Duty.
get 3 hours of sleep. They do not have to be consecutive, so you can function as a
Oh.
human being
Oh,
on 3
that's
hours of
just
sleep,
taking naps. What do you mean?
and they're not. You get you can function off 3 hours of sleep, and they don't have to be consecutive. And I did that for 45 days.
That's just
Yeah.
taking naps.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
was gonna
is.
say, I slept like 2 hours a night for a week in college, and like
Well.
to get like my final like studio project done. So,
Yep. Felt.
and I still passed college, so it's possible. Fucking sucks.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
Matt
it totally sucked.
might.
My
But-
son. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think
My
like
son-
I think in
my
the
son-
course of like a week, I slept like 7 hours or something. It's
I
ridiculous.
feel that.
I think Matt.
yeah. My son just finished the summer semester, and ended up with all A's doing the summer semester.
Nice.
Oh, that's
He's
so
tired.
cute.
He did 5 classes during the summer, and I'm like, boy, you crazy.
That's a
But
lot.
He pulled it off. He pulled it off. He's
Yeah,
tired as
props to your-
hell. He's tired as hell right now.
Props to your son. That's awesome.
I think Matt might have us all beat though.
Oh, for sure. Oh wait, no, Matt
Right.
hasn't said what his thing was.
Me? I have long-term chronic insomnia. I used to get hospitalized 2 or 3 times a semester, every semester through college.
Oh
Oh
lord.
man.
Whoa, you hardcore, bro.
Hardcore, bro! It's
Yeah,
not so
yes.
bad anymore now that I've got like a schedule and I found like a medication to help. But like,
Yeah.
if it hits, it's still like 4 to
Jess, you keep
7
up with the
days.
adorableness. You keep up with the adorableness. I'm gonna adopt your puppy.
Oh,
Adopt it.
I know, right? Isn't that so cute?
It's so adorable. I mean, I already got it transforming into a wolf. Stages.
Yeah, I would say as it's learning, as the child is learning itself, it's going to turn into all the stuff around it. So yeah, if you're interacting with it, it's going to turn into something that looks like you. Because it can turn into any any kind of humanoid form, as long as it's something with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. So, like, if it has wings, no tail, nothing like that.
But it can do that with a good performance, we found.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it was a little bobtail version of me. He didn't have a tail. Oh god.
Yeah, that's just what I was imagining. Like, it just didn't have a tail. It just
Oh,
had a little like nubby butt.
Oh, and he looks very clean right now, Ash. He looks very clean.
Oh, good. I'm glad. So
but
I
all
was
the
like,
time that it's hanging out with the dire crickets too, then it's just trying to mimic the dire crickets, but
yeah, I would say
ineffectually.
it would try so much to just be like them.
Danger.
um, before we end the session, does anyone want to choose a door?
South.
Yeah, I want
South.
to point out the small door. That one I think is worth investigating, but if not everybody agrees on that, I'm fine with going with the crowd to the door that is chosen by the majority.
I vote small door.
Does anyone
Whichever-
have clairvoyance or augury?
Whichever door leads to lunch. Phelan ain't gonna stop him from the other guy though. He's mine.
I do not have.
Why don't we ask Bildreth?
The
What-
big guy that we're trying to kill? I don't think you're gonna
Yeah.
want to eat that.
He's a little toasty. He might taste burnt.
No, not that guy.
No, the god.
Yeah, Cai
dude.
Shen. I'm gonna
Cai
eat him.
Shen.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to want to, though. That's the thing.
I would vote to go to the small door, but I would ask Bildreth if he knows anything about what's beyond it. Because it was in his bar.
Bildreth would respond simply with, well, it was where some of the shipments from outside came from for some of my specialty ingredients, but
Well, yeah, we should grab those and just stock up in here.
Mm-hmm.
besides that, I'm not very aware of everything that's beyond that point. I can attest that it seemed to be of a similar make as the hallway to the church for some reason.
And what about the one that was the south door? Just to pump him for information before we just wantonly decide.
The big door.
The
That
big
which I've-
door. We know one goes
I've
to the
labeled.
church.
Yeah, which I kind of labeled in the pole as west, just to, because there's like a north, there's a south, and it's not really. It's more of like a southeast door. I was
Got
wrong in my directionation there. What happens when making fast decisions late? But anyways, so yeah,
You're good.
the other door.
Yeah.
And he would just go, yeah, I was not allowed in that door. I think that particular door was intended for
Cai Shen.
whatever Cai Shen had going on.
I vote for that door.
Oh, wait a minute. Anybody ask the pimp? Oh, can we ask the pimp? Yes,
You
I'm
can
gonna ask
ask
the
them
pimp.
too.
Ezra gonna ask the pimp. Or lunch.
I'm standing right next to him, watching everything.
He's after that 11 hours too, like I said, coughing and waking back up, and goes, "Oh, what a headache."
He wakes up with 2 massive paws just placed on their chest.
I don't know if Phelan, are you allowing that, or are you like standing in?
I'm not eating it. I'm
I
not eating
know.
it, Phelan.
Still,
Yet.
Phelan's
we
part.
are-
One paw.
Fine. 1 paw.
Okay, he's waking up with the one paw, and he goes, "Oh, I remember being so furry as he rubs what he thinks is his chest, and he looks around and then
Toothy
looks
grin.
look
Toothy
at,
grin.
looks at your face, and he goes, "Oh, fuck."
Hey, we're gonna play a game. Okay? We'll play a game.
And he takes his one remaining hand and puts it behind his back. Uh-huh.
Good. It's a fun game. You tell me where floaty head guy is, or this is the fun part of the game. I eat you.
Hey, this part's so fun.
Intimidation. I'm
Yes.
guessing?
Yes. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, seriously. Why you gotta be mean to me like that, Roller? Jesus.
Yep.
8.
We'll see where it goes.
I guess with Phelan next to me, empty threat.
That was
Undermining the intimidation.
Yes!
not
Yes!
natural one.
Oh, damn.
Yes! 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 Yes!
But he's you can see the bullets of sweat dripping down his face as he goes, well, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'd said it anyways. It was the door to the south. The other doors pretty much ignore.
Oh,
As Ezra goes, is that the churchy church? The big door or the small door? You tell me.
Well, you have to go into the chamber with the church, right? And then from there, go south, and then east across the bridge, and there's a door.
fourth door.
All right,
Hurry
so
up.
let's go grab the
As he-
stock
pats
out
his-
of the little
That's his
door
chest.
and then go.
That's-
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And then go to the door he is pointing out in the church, he said.
He said church.
Well, it's in the chamber with the church.
Okay. The chamber. Okay, where the church used to be. I'm guessing it used to be there. It might still be there, actually.
Yeah, the church is still there. It's always there. He just says while hanging his head.
Ezra pats his chest. Now remember, if you lied to Ezra, Ezra come back eats you.
He nervous farts.
Scaredy farts.
He said we go to church.
Okay. What do you guys think? Turn to the others.
I think that'll be our best bet. We should do it.
Okay.
Or it might be a trap, actually. Insight check!
Go ahead and roll.
He's currently scare farting.
$27.
Woo!
There's not a doubt in your mind that this creature is telling you, to the best of their knowledge,
But they believe that's the safest way out of here?
that is the route to Cai Shen, which was the question.
Yes, it was.
Right, because we need someone to fuck up.
They don't have to fuck him up, but like this guy also, if you remember, thinks that Cai Shen is just like a smoke and mirrors.
We have to take care of Kai Shen to get out of the.
Yeah, because he's the seal on this level.
He's the seal for this level.
Believe so.
Because if that's the case, then like there's no way around it. We have to go find him, no matter if he's like a smoke and mirrors person, like smoke and mirror thing, or like an actual person.
Yeah,
Ezra
regardless.
Regardless of how this goes, Ezra wins. Either way this goes.
Hmm.
If he lied, I eat him. If he doesn't, I still eat somebody.
Let's go eat Cai
Sound
Shen.
logic.
See? Ezra's so smart.
So do you guys go into or try to go to the door to the south first to get the goods that you were talking about?
Yeah, we go in
I
the
think
little door
so.
first, get all the goods to stock up the pocket rocket.
Well, for that, I will boink, boink, boink. No, we just need one mame. Don't do that to me. Okay.
Yeah, you can bring multiple. That's fine. More than
That-
one
I wanna
meme is
go.
only gonna make things
Ma-
better.
You're there.
Mame knows. Mame knows
What
shadow
is it?
clone jutsu.
So you guys are
Yeah.
standing before the door to the south.
I'm standing in darkness. It's
In
scary.
darkness.
You might
Oh,
need to refresh. I just moved everyone.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
My old friend.
I've come to speak to you again. Oh wait. I think I saw it.
It's still darkness.
No. You gotta. Well, I found my token. See, I found me. I'm still in darkness.
I might have overwhelmed my page because now it won't zoom in and out. I'm stuck all the way zoomed out.
Yeah, everything's definitely dark for me.
Oh, okay. That's my own fault.
Gosh, Josh, how dare you make
There's
us
so
do the
many
work.
settings. All right, I turned
we're
I turned it
here.
on.
Ah, yes.
What?
Underground tavern? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're in the back of the. It's not the tavern anymore. It's just scorched nothingness. But there is a
Scorched
door
earth.
currently in front of you.
Oh, door.
Um,
How do I go to the door?
yeah, should we inspect the door? I feel like this is a trap. I just
Check it for
investigate the door.
traps.
How do you mean?
I
smell
go
like
up to it. I check all the edges. I check the knobs, the hinges. I'm visually looking it over before I touch it.
So you're
I
looking
only
for a
rolled a
trap.
10. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm visually sniffing it.
Does that help?
I'm smelling for bad things on the other side.
I'm visually sniffing it.
I'm visually sniffing it. Yes.
Look at him
Um,
go.
Neither. Well, do you want
It's
to?
like when your cat walks into a room
See.
and they smell something and they just start like lifting their head up like
Yeah, and they like
an inch
slowly
or
make
two
the
like
nodding,
around. And just,
yeah,
like very
like the
slowly.
nodding motion.
Yeah, it's
17
very like they're like
for
taking
perception.
half steps.
I was looking for investigation.
Oh,
But
investigation.
I can roll with perception. So I'll go with yours first because that's where my brain's at. You're sniffing at the door, and you get a whole lot of metal smell that's coming not only off the door but from behind the door, as if there's just more metal everywhere behind the door.
Does it perk my danger sense?
Not particularly. You don't get
Doesn't make your
any
hackles rise up.
right. It doesn't. There isn't any like saltpeter, for instance, or fiery smells. And for Ash, your investigation on the door with a 10, you're looking at it and at the jams and head and everything like that, all the spaces that it connects to, and you don't see anything else that should be there besides the door and its adjoining parts.
All right, so I'm gonna gingerly reach out and touch the handle.
Don't worry, I am right beside you.
The
I would like to say
handle-
I'm holding a baby.
You're holding a baby. So you touch the handle, and it reminds you of the helm on a ship because of the multiple handles on the doorknob. And it doesn't budge.
Oh, like it's jammed.
Like it's locked.
Oh,
Break the door down!
wait, don't I have a key? Do I have a key?
For the school that you guys blew up, yeah.
No, but I was 50% owner of this place, so didn't I get a key along with the coin purse for the collections?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna
There's your
call and be
pal.
like, okay, this door's locked. Should we kick it down or should we pick the lock?
Ezra gonna pounce the door. Wait. Rage. Then pounce the door. If I can, Josh.
Go for it.
I don't know. Can you?
Sweet. 13 versus me, the door. I think the hardness of a door is like AC 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you hit it. The
Metal door,
real
though.
the real question is,
I'm raging.
nope.
I'm-
Actually, I apologize. You don't. You
Sadness.
smack into it with a solid thud. Your claws scrape against it, leaving no abrasions behind.
Oh, that just made him mad. Oh, he's going again. He's going again. He's going to sting again.
You can do it.
Come here, sweet little door. I just want to touch you.
Do it.
22.
That'll hit.
I'm going to bust that door down. Come on, pretty door. Does the door open?
I don't know. Would you said 22 for damage, right?
22
Or
to hit it, and
then
yeah.
what was the
Let's
damage?
see. Damage. It'd be 10 whole damage.
It is still standing.
Oh. Man, this door's gonna have fun.
That's a sturdy door.
Y'all just kind of see like he go, and then bounce it back, and he bounces back, and he goes again. I'm gonna kill this door. 28 to hit it. Oh, it's gonna hit it.
Yep.
Die, door, die. 26 damage to the door.
God damn.
Trogger!
I'm definitely stepping back out of the way while I watch this happen.
It's basically like, douche, douche, yeah.
I would also say that Enyo and Isel watching this are just like toddler gurgling and burbling in just absolute joy.
So yeah, you deal another. You said 26 damage.
26. Yep.
Woo. So
How's that door feel now?
yeah, do you want to tell me how you break down a large metal door?
So, y'all first see Ezra using just like a normal wolf. Hits it once, hits twice. Finally, in a frustrated state, he goes from wolf to basically big dire wolf version, and then wham! Smashes the door. Stupid door.
It breaks at the hinges oddly first before it breaks at the brain fart. The latch. That's the brain. That's the word I was looking for. Breaks at the latch and clatters inward for everyone to see beyond into a dimly lit hallway. Just
Yeah.
with Ezra.
Okay. With that, I'm
Yeah,
gonna point out that it's late. No, I'll have to jump off.
No, I think it's a perfect time to call it. I just wanted to make sure everyone had a visual before doing so. I know that
Ezra,
may not
beat
be
the
the
door.
order that everyone's
Ezra,
in.
beat the door. Ezra, beat the door.
Yeah. I can see the map.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I see it.
That's the order I would expect everyone to actually be in.
Nice.
So see the door.
And you'd probably have to put Ferdinand away there, Franklin, considering that.
Yeah. I take out. I'll dismiss him by pulling out a Pokeball and summoning him back into it.
Ferdinand, return.
We gotta go.
So yeah, you guys find yourself in a dimly lit metal corridor. But good session. You survived. Minimal.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Made it out alive.
We took a
Survived
booty
the
Luckily.
ride.
shoot.
Took a booty
Something
ride.
tells me this person is gonna
Yes.
crop up again.
Episode
Shen?
name: Booty Ride.
Or Okuma.
No, or
No,
Oh.
Booty Surf.
Yeah, Okuma.
Well, yeah, he's gonna
Probably
have
the
to, right? Because
very
Ash
soon.
is now. Ash
I
is
feel like
now
in
like.
6 months he's gonna crop up, and we're gonna be like, "Fuck! Now we have to kill him."
Well, Ash is now like his subject
Yeah.
or something.
Right?
Yeah,
His-
I'm his
Yeah,
lord.
I feel like she's gonna get
We haven't
fucked, and
won.
then we're gonna try to save her, and by saving her, we're gonna have to kill him. But it's gonna be like 6 months from today, so in like
Progressive
April or
plot.
something.
Well,
We're gonna-
Next year, rhythmic veracity.
don't worry.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Technically, you guys already get kind of fucked by him, but
Uh,
Uh,
or did I fuck him?
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
went into him.
Does that mean we have dominance?
I petty.
We
Ezra
are
always,
the dom.
Ezra always asserts dominance.
He didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
yeah,
Bro wasn't even ready.
depends upon how you assert dominance, I guess.
Okay,
By
with
being
that,
eaten
I'm gonna
and then
take
spat
off.
out.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
I was like, is anyone actually gonna leave?
No, we're all gonna stay there.
Never.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.